Okay, back to compressing on groups. Now, you can do this in anything that you have grouped together. So remember, if we go back to my groups, I've got, oh, these are the weird things I've added. But my groups are really beat, drums, clicks and stuff, synths, and then these extra things I've added. So I could, if I want these clicks to all be a similar volume, I could put a compressor on the group. That'll compress them all together, right? So that they're going to be one volume. That might be cool. In this case, I don't think I want to do that, but I often want to do this on drums. So let's actually just solo this drums group. I've already put this compressor on it. Let's go to somewhere. Okay, now interesting, I'm kind of separated between beat and drums. All of this is really drums. Oh, but I got that synth in there. I really wish I didn't have that synth in there, but that's okay. Let's compress all of that. Okay, so I have these in two different groups. So the easiest way to do this is I could actually put these two groups within a group like that. Now this group contains both of those two groups. Let's do that. What the heck? That'll be fun. And we'll call this compressed drums group. And I'm just going to use a compressor. Now, in this case, because I'm working with drums, I'm going to use this glue compressor. Now, this is an Ableton thing. And what this is it's a kind of compressor that's kind of specialized in making things kind of blend together, glue them together, if you will. It's a little bit of a mystery how it works. It works just the same as a normal compressor, right? But it's got some extra things in the algorithm that help it feel good. I really like using it on drums. If you don't have a glue compressor because you're not in Ableton, then just use a normal compressor. That's fine. So I'm going to set this to kick in a little bit here. Oh, you feel that? Let me do that again. You can feel right when it turns on. Right? So I'm going to pull it down to where I just barely feel it. Right there. Okay, now I've got a makeup gain amount. We know what that is now. Push that. See, now I've got a really punchy sound. Feel that snare drum. Right? It's like way more punchy. I can even use this soft clip, which will add a tiny bit of distortion. Right, now this is set to 4 as a ratio by default. That's pretty aggressive, but let's get it even hotter. Actually, this lets me go 2, 4, and 10. 10 must be totally flat. I'm gonna leave it at 4. That's about as aggressive as I want to get. But I like this sound. I'm gonna even push it a little harder. Cool. I can use parallel compression. If I'm going to use parallel compression, if I'm going to let some of that wet in, I can actually drive this a little harder. It's cool. Now I got a nice punchy sound. So you can do that on any group. You can... we could do it on our clicks. We could do it on the synths. I don't really want to, though, because I like the variation that's happening here. I don't really want to take away from that. So I'm going to leave those alone. But I do like to do a group compression on the drums. I think it sounds pretty nice. And this glue compressor is good for it. But if you don't have the glue compressor, you can do exactly what I did, just with a normal compressor. The difference is something, but a normal compressor will be just fine for that.